Hello everybody, and this is the Nintendo Soldier, marching in for the very first time with my very first Let's Play. My first Let's Play is just a short game because I didn't want to start out very big, but the game this time is Pikmin. Now I'm sure everybody's heard of Pikmin, and if not, it's just an RTS strategy game that Nintendo has developed, and it really gets you into it. RTSs really well. Alright. And just so you know, I'm doing post-commentary, so don't worry about it. Well, the commentary might be a little bit dry, but it'll be a lot smoother than it will be if I was doing it live. Alright, so the story of the game. Olimar is flying home. Flying home from vacation. When suddenly, a meteorite strikes the ship. Foreshadow. Bam! So then his ship malfunctions and it starts crashing towards Earth, or in this game it would be called the distant planet. And all of his ship parts are scattered around the distant planet, so if you can guess by now, our mission is to gather all those missing ship parts so that we can fly back to our planet on Hocotate, which is where Olimar is from. So our first area of the game is the impact site. Let's get started. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out. I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skill to hold my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate the planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support system can function for 30 days, but if I can repair the dolphin by then. No, better not think about it. Must find the missing ship parts. So now we're started with this awkward camera view, which I really hated, but a secret is that you can actually press A on your ship and it'll tell you how many ship parts you have, which is none, and it'll tell you how many ship parts you need, which is just one, because that's all you're here for. Now, on this day, there is no time limit, and so you don't have to worry about that. This is where it all started. One onion, one Hocotation, one seed. One epic adventure. Pikmin coming to you in a theater near you. Strange thing has supported me and it's dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive, machine, and resembles a vegetable on its planet, which is strangely an onion. It doesn't look an onion like at all. Don't know how he gets an onion. But then the camera view shifts out a little bit, which is always good. Ooh, red shiny thing. Let's get the red shiny thing. The seed that the onion dropped took root on the soil and now is producing adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light and sways back and forth in the wind without the benefit of the wind. I cannot help it calling me. I must approach it. And press A! Okay, we're gonna name... I'm gonna name the Pikmin. I know that a different Let's Player has done that, Chugga. I'll tell you in a minute. Extraordinary! When it plucked is and turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Pikmin has done no visible damage. It just stands there staring at me. The shape is similar to Pikmin carrots I love so much. Here I am stranded on Tux Planet. I find this arriving, yet I am intrigued. I research this fascinating creature. I shall grab it with A, throw it in the direction I point, and will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it'll react with C if I press down while pointing as well. Following controls are here to allow me to view several viewpoints. Z, rotate behind Olimar, left, right, zoom, and up, change perspective. I must survive. I must familiarize myself with these controls. Alright, so we're gonna name the red Pikmin Steve. I'm gonna do it different than Chugga because he did it oh yeah, forgot. My nunchuck was acting weird, so bear with me while I fix that kind of stuff. Alright. We call him Steve. We're just gonna call all red Pikmin Steve, not just the leaves. That's what's gonna be different from me and Chugga. Because I personally thought it was hilarious. And what's this? We brought a pellet back, and we produced 2 more seeds! Yes, if you bring a pellet back to the onion, depending on what color it is, you can sprout more Pikmin. In this case, since we got a red 1, we get 2 because it was the same color. onion is incubator. Think of it as you... interpret it as you will. So, we're just here sprouting just a few Pikmin, trying to find out what's going on. Hopefully these Pikmin will help. They give it to you, so they obviously will help. Alright. We're just, like, starting seeds, so... let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am an 18-year-old. I just graduated high school. I work at a movie theater. I just actually started my concessions today. Not gonna tell you which movie theater because that would be weird. I live in Arizona, so if you're in Florida, I'm gonna be uploading this, like, I don't even know the time difference, but it's gonna be, I believe earlier than if people in Arizona will get it. That's really all I got to say about myself right now. I mean, I'll think of more later, and I'll tell you in other videos about my life. But we're just sprouting Pikmin. It's not very interesting, so I'm just telling you about myself. Alright, we got some more Steves in the party. Okay, we're aiming for 10, because that cardboard box over there, it is worth 10, so... and we need 10 to move it, so we can get to the next part of this area. This area isn't very big. The other areas in this game, minus another area, are really, really big, so even though it is there's only like a few areas in the game, they're very big, so it's a short game, but it's not like the shortest thing ever where it takes like 2 videos. It's gonna take at least 7 to 10 videos, maybe more than that. Actually, it would probably be more like 17 videos since I'm doing this in Olimar's time daily. Alright, so now we got 14, so let's start pushing the box! It takes 10 pick carrots to push one single and empty, mind you, cardboard box. Alright. In place, conveniently placed between that stump and the little rock ledge there. The Pikmin are curious children. They form groups for form attacks that would be impossible for the individual. The number of hope begins to shine in my heart. I can make use of their skills. Perhaps I can fix my ship. Alright, so these are just all the controls again. I'm not going to go over it because I read it when we were doing that kind of stuff. But here's a summary in case you need it. I'll even leave it up on the screen for a little bit, so you can see. Alright, so let's call all our Pikmin back. And what's this? Pistons going up and down? What is this? It's a ship part! This is the goal of the game. There's 30 ship parts in total. There is some parts that you don't need, but most of them are ones that you do need. So this is the ship's engine, and it's the most important piece of craft. But how will we get it back to the dolphin? Slavery! But we need 20 slaves. Dang it. 14 is just not enough. Alright, so there's more pellets up here. The most you can have on this day is about 25. You can go with 20, but there's actually 25 Pikmin worth pellets. So we're just sprouting more Pikmin again. Alrighty then. Come on, move faster! I'm sorry if this day isn't very interesting. It is the first day, so there's gonna be like a lot of tutorials. So usually when I watch any playthrough of Pikmin, I usually skip to the second day because it's the same scripted scene over and over. And usually, not even until like the third day, it starts getting different because you can just strategize different ways. But really, all you can really do strategy-wise is just take Pikmin that are done, like picking up the pellets and just putting them on the actual engine part. That's pretty much the fastest way you can do this day, even though you're not timed. I don't see why you need to, but I felt it was necessary, so I did it anyway. With many Pikmin sprouts at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks, so I guess I'll get it all done by repeatedly tapping A. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flush with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Alright, so yeah, you can Whenever you have multiple seeds planted on the ground, you can repeatedly tap A to pick them all up at once, and you don't have to move to each individual one. If they didn't add that feature, I would probably never pick up this game again after I played my first time. And about what he was saying about the palish hue, if you dismiss with the C, they'll become a light pink, actually. But when you call them to your side, it would be they would be a flush red, and they will follow you. So that's a good way to help you know which one's in your battalion, which one's not, especially when it comes to the end of the day, which we will get to in the next part. Alright, just gonna give you a quick tour of what's in the back, because there is more to this area, but that's pretty much it. And there's this one enemy in the back already we can see that has something very interesting in its mouth, but we will go over that. I believe it's on day... yeah, actually it's on day 5. Because I just recorded it, actually. I'm gonna bundle these recordings up so I not fall behind or anything. Alright, so again I show this has 0 parts. I just need 1 more part to the Dolphin's capabilities. Well, how about this part? Will this part help? I'm pretty sure this part will help. I feel like that if they put down a different part, it would make no difference in whether or not the Dolphin can fly again because of that scripted part right there. But because we just put in one thing, it just automatically repairs itself. Oh my goodness, we would make a fortune if this would happen in real life. But yeah, now we can actually fly in a ship with an engine. Oh glorious, with the help of these Pikmin, I have taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to shine more brightly, but what has become of the remaining parts? That search! It starts tomorrow. Okay, so this is a typical end of the day sequence, and I'll probably be showing this. I don't show this on day 2 because I accidentally pressed the button, but it usually helps you determine what happened in the day. So we call them back to their onions, and then we left off. Nothing too dramatic. I just made it more dramatic than it needed to be. Alright. Oh, what's this? They're flying off with us. I guess they want to join Olimar's big nose and stuff. One day since the fact, I somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see he hadn't left it off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface. Or perhaps they merely decided to join me for other reasons. Either way, it seems like they'll help me tomorrow. Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return to my family on Planet Hocotate. And unless it reports that they can function for 9 more days. How can I repair the Dolphin in a short time? A dense force visible below. I shall name it the Force of Hope. Alright, so this is the typical end of the day. It just shows a graph. I probably won't go too in detail because I'm doing post-commentary and I have no idea how long I'm going to do this. But today we just started at 25, got to level 25, so that's going to be your typical 100% first day, for lack of a better term. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. I'm sorry if it wasn't that interesting, but again, it was the tutorial day, so it's going to be like that. So, this has been Nintendo Soldier, and I'm marching out, and I will see you next time. Have a good day, everyone. Tomorrow we shall go to the Forest of Hope.